What's going on, guys? Thought I'd go through another game because I need to, bro. I need to keep my mental in check. Been a bit of an interesting ride the last, well, this week anyway. We started off really well and got to like 560 LP. Bro, it was so free and it still feels really free. But I just got hit with some really shit games. As you see, I had to play some norms. I just felt like playing some norms. But I mean, you can see some of these games just look really doomed. Okay, there's a 3 and 12 in there, but most of the others, like, there's unlucky in all of them. And for sure, I'm making mistakes, like in any game. Even if I played, like, and went 20 and 0, there's going to be mistakes. But it just felt like every game was unwinnable. Even here, you can see there's a 17-4, 8-1 loss, 7-2 loss, and this is where we got to, like, close to 600. And it was easy. Like, this was so free. And then I just hit a bit of a mental block, mate. But yeah, we streamed last night. We won every game and felt really good. I've only played one today just because I've been working the whole day and I feel weird flex. But no, like I feel really tired. So I've only played one game, but I've done this. So I thought, why not just go through it quickly? So this one, so that's what we're going to be looking at here, mate. And I actually think this game was perfection. And I think it shows a bit of maturity this game because I know that there are decisions I would have made in this game that I shouldn't have done. And I would have done it. So I think this will be useful, not just for me to reiterate and reinforce that into my brain, but also for you guys watching. Because I want you guys to be part of the journey as well, mate. So this game, the reason I don't invade the Talon level 1 is because he's kind of annoying to invade level 1, and his W2, if it hits you, you can't really gap close. I'm not running approach velocity, so yeah, even though I would only be level 2 and I wouldn't get the slow of my E, the passive. But anyway, like, that's beside the point. It's kind of annoying to invade him level 2. You can do it. But I just thought this game, if you look at these lanes for me, I have Aatrox top of Ignite. Bro, what is this? There's a chance like the top lane is going to fight early, being double combat against double combat. And bot lane is still good to normally path to, right? I've got Ashe Braum, which is a very strong lane. Not that great into Lulu and Aphelios. Well, Braum isn't. Ashe is pretty good. Anyway, you get my point here, right? Like, there's actual really good lanes to play here. So I thought, I don't really need to force anything at level 1-2 in this game, so we normally clear. Nothing top, nothing mid, right? Wave is pushing away from us as well, so there's nothing in these lanes. That's why I queue over the Krugs wall and do that trick, right? We go to walls. Why do I not gank bot lane? Because the Talon could be here. If this Talon is thinking, oh, I got prio bot, let's go and invade the Shaco, and he runs at my Gromp or something, then I'm going to meet him down here. Even though I still probably win, I just don't want to do that against a prio bot right now. I'd rather let the map breathe. And if I were to gank this lane, which you might see soon, spoiler alert, I'd rather do it when I know Talon is locked into his Raptors if he was pathing bot, or his Wolves if he's pathing top, or even his Gromp if he's pathing top, or his Krugs if he's pathing bot, you know? So like on his 5th or 6th camp, or 4th, 5th, whatever you want to call it, that's when I would rather gank here. So I do Wolves. And then we go down to Gromp because nothing has really changed, right? Like, look how far away they are. They are so far away, bro. But after Gromp, if we look back at this lane, hang on a second. This lane has changed quite a bit from last time. Hang on a second. Now it's really changed. So Aphelios was here before. Now he's all the way up here. And for my champion, it means this. I also know because the wave has been in the middle, right? Basically this entire time. The only wards they're going to have are here. Wards are typically parallel with where the wave has been. So if the enemy bot lane, Aphelios, Lulu, have been under their tower the entire game, the wards are going to be parallel to this. So maybe in the tri-brush, maybe here, maybe over the wall, right? Because they're scared of getting dove or something. If they've been under our tower, that's going to be warded. And therefore, if I'm going to gank bot, I would have to go like this or something, right? Or like that. Yep. So after Gromp, I ping on the way, we queue in. I'd press Lulu here as well because she was moving up, and Aphelios is basically impossible with cleanse. So it's also important to consider these things, yeah? I actually remember last night or yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that, I played a game, and I was worth like 400 or 500 gold. I think I played perfectly, and I was like 4-0. And I went for a kill on an Aphelios mid because I knew my TF had flash and gold card, obviously, right? So I knew that Aphelios was on his own, and we've got flash TF with gold card, and I can get onto this guy, but he had cleanse. And the Aphelios was good enough to kill me. He flashed and used his ultimate and stuff, so we got something out of it, maybe. But he killed me and just 1v9 the game. And no one else on the team was doing anything. So that misplay by me, just realizing, hang on a second, this guy's got cleanse. Just that little detail helped me here to, play this properly. If we go on Aphelios, it's a waste of time. That's how I feel about this. The Lulu, though, If she gets hit by Braum once, and he lands a nice Q there, to be fair to him, but still, like, this would be a kill no matter what, right? So even though it's the support here, it still influences this lane because now Aphelios has to play 1v2. Now, I was thinking here about re-ganking this lane, right? And going like that. Who did we just kill? Enemy support. So first thought is enemy AD carry. This is no longer an Aphelios with a Lulu next to him who's going to polymorph me FF. No, this is just Aphelios. Where's the wave? So the wave's good. It's Aphelios on his own, so why do I still not gank? Can Talon be here? Yeah. He could be waiting in the brush. And I even pinged here. I think I pinged maybe, but I was actually waiting for my trinket. So even though that says that's there, just trust me, in the game it wasn't. If I had this, guys, I would honestly just run in here and trinket and probably gank this guy. But because this was on like a very short cooldown here, I didn't have it. So I was like, I don't want to waste any time here. I'm just going to go to the crab. And I'm just going to do this. What do you think I do after crab? Come on, let's go. Quick, think. What do I do after crab here? What do I do? Do I do blue? Do I re-gank bot lane? What do I do? Let's watch. Talon's not here. So now the answer should become easier. Why am I recalling? What am I recalling for? To run to blue? To run the top crab? To protect Aatrox? What am I recalling for? For Raptors, right? This Talon knows that I ganked bot lane here. He knows that Shacos love to start Raptors and they do them very quickly, right? Quicker than any other champion. So he might know here, hang on a second, this Shac, he might be late to his Raptors respawn. I'm going to take him. And my Raptors here are about 20 seconds, by the way. So it's literally perfect timing, right? So when I recall, if I show you the fog there, for some reason this guy's clear is really slow. Yeah. But you can see like how the timing, right? If he ran to my Raptors, he'd be like on them right now, and I'm there. Yeah. And I would just crack him over the head with a pickaxe, and happy days, right? But because he ganks top lane, and stuffs up, by the way, this is huge for the game. So when I see this, I kind of know I've already won. Because this guy is now so far behind me in terms of tempo, so to speak, right? Now, it doesn't always equate to something, and it really doesn't here, but I just know that when I see him do that, like, it's just a bad gank because Aatrox has flash and he has a Garen for setup. Like, he just never kills, right? The Aatrox needs to go in on the Garen and all in him if Talon's going to gank a lane like that. So I already know that, well, I just feel confident, right, in this game. Anyway, what can I do here? Can I do anything to exploit this? The answer is no. Now, if you thought about, there was one move I thought about. What's the move? What is the move I thought about here? Is doing this. Why is it impossible? So to be honest, like the old me probably would have just done it because ego or just, you know, intransigence, whatever you want to call it. I would have just done that. Not even cared. But now I kind of do care a little bit because everyone, bro, like this is the thing with jungle now, yeah? Everyone has timers. The game has given everyone timers, right? It's not like, you know, a season or whenever it was when you had to, like, kind of memorize the timers. Like, 4 minutes was Raptors, 4:15 was Krugs. Bro, you just look at your mini-map and there's a number on the camps. It's really easy now, and that goes for everyone. So it's almost like everyone knows every camp that's going to spawn. So because Talon knows his Raptors are going to spawn very soon, I think here he's going to base. Let's see if he actually does it. And he's going to run here. But Talon isn't really the issue here. Who is the issue if I go for their Raptors? It's the Sylas, very good. If I run there, right, and I fight the Talon, the Sylas is going to run over. My Ahri is not in lane, which typically means Sylas has prio, and does he? He does have prio. So, is there anything else I can do here? And it has something to do with that picture. That can abuse the fact, exploit the fact, that the enemy jungler is AFK for 20 seconds, because he's basing. So, how about ganking mid? Does Ahri need help shoving the wave? Does Ahri need help shoving the wave, bro? The answer is no, right? If the Ahri was 1 HP, I would probably help her here because of who? Who's going to see the Ahri 1 HP and probably run it up? The Talon, right? So if your laner is really low, guys, and there's a threat, potential threat, I guess that's what a threat is. It's potential. Good for me. But if there is a threat from the enemy jungler, if you think, oh, they could rock up here and try to kill my teammate, you stay and help them shove. If you do not need to help them because they are healthy enough and they have the resources, they have the mana, right, to shove out the wave, then leave. Now, there is an argument to be made here that I'm super fed in this game and actually leeching experience. Sylas is still missing all of this wave, right? The next one. And Ari's still getting some, so I could even make the argument here that staying here is good. But I've got something else to do, which is Krugs, right? If my Krugs weren't there, let's just say I cleared my Krugs before ganking, I would honestly probably help her shove for the reason I just said. Because I'm super fed, I'm going to carry the game, Ari. Please relax. I'm not taking your minions. I'm going to help you shove. I just want the experience because that's going to allow me to invade Talon and put pressure on this guy, right? And I'm just going to win the game in 15 minutes, which we do anyway. So it's not, again, the be-all and end-all, but yeah. So we put a box down and just run off, right? Look where I ping. I ping here. Now, unfortunately, my bot lane, who I ganked earlier, has decided to test Shaco's mental. And they've died. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's Braum into Lulu and Aphelios, but kind of annoying, right? Because this lets the Talon off the hook here. Now, this guy does a good job. He recognizes that my bot lane is really low, and he skips his Raptors, and he runs here straight away. This is good from Talon. Now, my early clear, guys, I left my blue buff up. So it's really annoying my bot lane died because I don't think he would have done this if my bot lane hadn't died. He might have done, and full respect to him if he had done that, because I am going to Krugs and leaving my blue here. So mad respect if he would have done this anyway, because I did run off the mid wave like this. Maybe I should have asked my Ari to ward. But I think the main reason he's doing this is just because my Braum died and Ashe is 1 HP, right? But anyway, after my Krugs here, I know, because his Raptors are up as well, you see this? Like, I pinged his Raptors, and Ari warded, which is nice. So Ari warded Raptors, but they're there. Wait, how does that make sense? Why is Talon not on Raptors? Because they're up, and he started here. Is he doing Krugs? Well, maybe. But what? Maybe he's thinking about the Ashe. Maybe he's thinking about my blue buff now, because he's just seen it there. And he also saw me run off mid wave, right, towards top side. So in my brain, I know Talon might be on my blue buff, or he's looking to kill the Ashe here. And there's no way that I can do anything over here because this is very far away. And also, I'm strong here. I've got 2 longswords in base, right, when I kill these Krugs. Yeah, I'm going to have 700 gold for 2 more longswords. And you see the difference. It's legit. So I don't want to give him 2 camps and take his because that's just trading with an even jungler. I'm ahead here, so there's no way he's touching Wolves and Gromp. I want to defend that and fight him if he stays. So that's why I stick my recall, even though I'm losing blue. It's not like I can take his blue. It's not that. So I recall, and we want to run to our bot camps. Here I ping on the way over here. Now, I just said the word here quite a lot. Let's go. I'm doing all right, though. Let's keep going. So I pinged on the way to the Talon's Raptors here. And the initial thought is obviously good, right? It's awareness that this guy's doing Krugs and he's moving up, yeah? Like, I just knew he was doing this. And because my champion is very good at ambushing people here, I thought, oh, maybe I could do this. And Ari is going to hit 6 soon. Surely Ari's going to be 6 on this wave. And she will. But the issue here is the enemy support. So I think the old me would have just done this no matter what. But the new one, bro, is... Bro, look how reformed I am. I just don't do it. And also, this was warded. But I don't think I would have done it anyway. So, yeah. So the ward kind of slows me down a bit here. And the funny thing is, when I see Talon doing Raptors, where is he going afterwards, guys? He's obviously going to go to Wolves and Gromp. So instead of hitting my Gromp, what do? Oh, level 5 Shaco doing Dragon? Bro, you can't do Dragon as Shaco, alright? You need your ultimate. No, you do not. I actually stuffed this up, by the way. Whenever you clear Dragon as Shaco, you can see how that box... You've got to make sure you go underneath the drag like this, but I put it in a really awkward position. So what I really should do is go like this and put my box over here. But you'll see when I go up and above, my box just died, yeah? Look at the box. Where is it? It's dead, you know? So it's important to place your boxes properly. So I think it's Infernal and Mountain Dragon. They have AoE. So if the box is kind of near you, even if it's away from you slightly, it will still get hit. So just be aware of that when you're doing these camps. But, like, you don't even need... Look at that. Like, I don't even need the box to finish this in, like, a decent amount of time. Now, what do I do after this, do you think? That's what I'm thinking about. Just like the first crab I did at level 4. I did the crab and recalled. But here, I'm not going to recall, even though I am kind of low. Because what am I buying? A Brutalizer? I'm upgrading for a Brutalizer that just gives me like 5 lethality. It doesn't change anything, right? I'm closer to Raptors here than I am with an 8-second recall and then kind of a similar distance, right? So it's quicker for me by probably like 10 seconds just to run here rather than base and run here, right? So the gold doesn't change anything here. My, like, buy does not change anything. So we do dragon, we do crab. I think we hit 6 here as well. Now, I was scared of Talon being 6 simply because I know, or knew, that he had, like, 40 CS on Raptors. So if he's got close to 50 now, he's going to be very close to 6, if not already. So I was like, I've got to be a little bit careful of running to my top camps here and face-checking brushes. So when I run up, you see me ward, and there he is. And this, there's no surprise here, right? Whenever I see this guy, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Because I'm tracking him. If you guys are surprised in your games and you don't know where they are, you're literally just not putting any effort into tracking them. Which isn't like, you know, me having a go at you. But if you put in the effort first, you will get something out of it, right? You will get something out of jungle tracking if you put an effort to it. So that's all I'm doing. And then I taunt him because obviously he can never do this. My mid lane is here. So yeah, we do Raptors. Now I'm still a little bit, you know, maybe this guy's going to flip, right? Maybe he's pissed. Maybe this Talon's like, this game's over. Like this Shaco, I just know he's going to 1v9. He obviously doesn't. Like the game is even and he's got a winning bot lane. So, but still, I was thinking maybe this guy's going to flip the game, go like this, and E over and sit in this brush. That's honestly what I was thinking here. Because he's got nothing else to do. I mean, he can recall and run to his podcast. But in terms, if he's going to stay on the map, right, it's like the only play he has is just flipping this. So I was like, you know what? Just in case he's doing that, I'm going to run all the way around. And of course, he is going to recall here. But other players will do shit like that. So again, it's like, what's the most annoying or worst thing that he could do to me here? It is sitting in the brush, and if I use my Q, then I've got to burn my ultimate, and I'm not using my ultimate to kill anyone. Just keep the game simple. Don't do anything stupid, you know. Let him do the stupid stuff. So we just clear Krugs, and you'll also see when I come down to red buff here, I Q in the brush just to make sure. And when I see my red buff here, it's like my Raptors are level 4, right, out of base. I've seen my red buff. Oh, he's not here, so he has to be bot, right? Don't know if I pinged this, but yeah, there you go. Wow. Look at me go, bro. What a commentary. If you guys do enjoy these, by the way, please leave a like on the video. I had some really nice comments in the last one saying how useful it was and stuff. So, yeah, please keep telling me how good I am. Yeah, so as I move bot here, right? Interesting. Like, I have a lot of gold, but I still don't have Cyclo Sword. So, Cyclo Sword for me here is 1175. So, I need 2 more camps, basically. 200 gold to get to that spike. And 200 gold is Wolves and Gromp. Beautiful. But my bot lane, again, is really trying to test my mental. And I see Talon here. So Talon's done a good job, right? He skipped his bot camps because he sees the Ashe 1 HP. And he kills her, I think, eventually here. You see how I come down? And my only hope to kill this guy is to Q a little bit early. But he makes the right play. He even saved his E. This is good. Smart. So I can't kill him, unfortunately. So I just have to come back to Gromp. I'm not fishing for anything else. I can't kill anyone else here. I just use my Q. Just do the thing that you know. That's Gromp. So we do Gromp. Now, what is Talon going to do? 1, 2, 3. Yes? You guys agree? 1, 2, 3. What do I do here? If he's going to do 1, 2, 3, can I exploit this? Can I run in here? I'm not sure about that still, right? Remember, this guy has recalled. So in terms of gold spent, kind of similar here between Talon and I. But it's not when I get a Cyclo Sword. So that's still what we're going to do, right? We're going to do Gromp. We're going to do Wolves. I have a Cyclo Sword. And watch on the mini-map where I ping. Talon's blue buff. I want to use my Cyclo Sword on the Talon who just used his ultimate on my bot lane. And I know that's like a 100-second cooldown. There it is. So why not use that advantage? What I've kind of realized, like, lots of people just don't do... and I was coaching someone earlier. And this is like, again, no flame. But 99 out of 100 junglers, it sounds like a YouTube title, eh? But I think it's probably like accurate. 99 out of about 100 junglers do not think about adding the enemy jungler to the menu nor their camps. So I think most people, right? Let's just say that running out of base here, yeah? Let's say this. Let's say running out of base here, right? Let's say that Talon ganked bot lane. Like, you just see him E here. I think most junglers would run in here because of that. But very few junglers run in here without seeing him. And that's like the true art of jungle tracking, right? Now, I understand that Shaco is very good at ambushing champs on camps, but if you were playing Rengar, couldn't you stack off a camp here maybe? I mean, I guess you don't have Raptors to stack off. But Rengar, you've got Kha'Zix, you've got Elise, you've got so many, I'd even do it on Maokai. Like, if I had ult advantage here, and I had a major item like Leandry's here, I'm just going to run here, 100%. It's just the micro might look a little bit different, right? And Shaco is obviously different to Maokai, but it's still the same idea. Go and watch BFX versus T1 and what the Raptor guy did on Maokai. He's the jungler for BFX. Go and watch it. I think it was game 3 I watched on the old TV, mate. And I was like, wow, that's cool. Like, I haven't seen this in ages in pro play. Some guy actually using an advantage in jungle rather than just full clearing and playing for lanes. It's so boring, right? But this guy was actually playing the game properly. In my opinion, anyway. So it's kind of the same thing here, right? Like, I don't need to see Talon ganking bot here to invade his top side. I honestly want him to be here, and that's where I'm going to run. So we run out, right? And unfortunately... Oh, this isn't warded. I thought this was warded a little bit later. But we see him here, yeah? And remember, we knew he was going Krugs, red Raptors, right? He ganked my bot lane. He's coming back like this. So I see him on his Raptors here. So instead of hitting Grubs... Instead of waiting for the crab, instead of going for his blue, what do? We kill him on walls. So all of this was probably set up back here when I knew I was 2 camps away from Cyclo Sword and I saw him use his ultimate on my bot lane. Even if he didn't use his ultimate, I would still do this because I have Cyclo Sword. I'm going to drop it on his head. What are you going to do now, Talon? We take his walls. We take blue. We take crab because Gromp is an overextension, I think. Like I'm not really worried too much if he catches me on Gromp, but it's kind of flip, right, with Smite and stuff. But Crab's always 100% because he can't get there in time. Gromp, he could have done. So we do Crab. We hit this thing, so we get vision of him, right? I just hit this to make kind of sure and to almost scare him off because I don't really want to fight here. I mean, I still can, of course. I still have ultimate and all that. But, yeah, I kind of just want to get the grubs and chill, you know? So as I'm doing grubs here, what do you think Talon's doing? What do you think Talon is doing now? Talon is giving up grubs to me. Let's go. Woo! We're the best. But yeah, what is he doing? He's doing that, right? So, what do I do after grubs? The funny thing here... Look at that, spoiler alert. The funny thing here is, like, I cannot defend my blue, right? True? It's actually kind of similar to what happened before, you know? I cannot defend my blue, right? I know that's gone. But my wolves and Gromp are spawning soon, and I know I can get there in time. So if you were to ask the question, Eagz, why don't you stay and take his Gromp? Well, 2 is bigger than 1. And remember, I just took his wolves and Gromp. So if I give him back like mine, what was the point of even taking them? Yeah? So this is kind of what I call a defensive recall. I haven't done a video on that in ages. But yeah, you're just matching the enemy jungler. Even if I was invading his bot camps, it's the same kind of theory. It's just he's invading mine. So that's where I want to be, right? I'm stronger. I'm going to match you, Talon. How dare you take 3 camps? Take 1 maybe, because I took 2 of your top side. I'm more than happy with that trade. And I took crab, and I took grubs. But I can't give him all this. Come on. We can't give it back, right, if we've just taken it. So we run out. He runs off, right? He just did my blue. You can see him there. There he is. So he takes my blue, and that's it. I'm here for Gromp, right? We do Gromp. I think he was kind of running around here, but I didn't really think anything was going to happen. So if I'm not sure anything's going to happen, I'm going to go back to Wolves. You can see me ping on the way here to his Raptors because I knew the timer. But why is it risky? Again, the old me might have done this, but why is it risky to do this? Because Silas, Lulu, and I'm still not sure if... I'm not sure if that's good, honestly. So, no rush. Breathe. This game ends, remember, in 10 minutes from this position. And the game doesn't look good, right? Like, if Aphelios is really fed, if I die once, the game might be over. So the pressure's on to do well here. So we do Raptors. And after Raptors, I think this is where I kind of look for a play bot. And thankfully, the enemy team was doing some shit down here, right? I also knew that Dragon was up. So the question here was like, oh, I could go to Krugs. I could maybe even, like, you know, take his top camps or dive the Garen. But this Garen had this. So I think in another game, guys, if this Garen was a lot squishier, I would probably just go top and dive him here. Like, if this was Camille, Riven, even Darius is squishy, right? That's probably what I'd do. But because I had some sort of inkling here that a fight bot was going to happen, and my Ahri also has ultimate, right? Playing around here, especially for the drag, just seemed good to me. So that's what we do. When we run bot here, unfortunately this is warded, but I'm just trying to keep track of cooldowns, yeah? So there's a Aphelios ultimate. Aphelios just flashed in, right? So while I'm playing this game, you guys can't see it, of course, because we don't have the camera and all that. But while I'm playing that game, I see all of that, sweep through, and we just go behind him, right? Easy. Ignite, backstab. I want to get through Lulu's heal, anything he has there, right? Just ignite early, one shot, yeah? Don't waste any time, don't take any chances. That box is obviously really bad, it should go in the brush. But yeah, we kill Talon, we kill Lulu, we also get the drag, even though I'm low here. I probably know they're not going to contest me. Like, Aphelios could try to hit me over the wall, but I'm pretty sure he didn't have the sniper and he used his ultimate. So we get a drag, I can save my ultimate. Like, you even see how low I am, but I'm not using my R, guys. I know that Ari was helping me, but still, I'm trying to encourage you Shaco players to not use your ultimate when you're doing drag, when you're doing grubs, Rift Herald. You do not need your R. If you are doing that, you are making a big mistake and losing a lot of tempo you could have on killing people. And yeah, we recall here, right, and run to red. The Talon just saw me kill him. The Talon knows that I just did drag. So, where am I not? Topside. It's always the same, right? Literally. Like, if you're showing somewhere, think about this. Think about where you're not. It's always more important. So we recall, we run top with our Swifties. Dirk, we see Talon run off here to his Gromp. I do red. Can't really do anything over here, right? And here I was looking to play for his red buff, yeah? But unfortunately, my Ari is basing. Now, if my Ari bases, not sure what she's buying. She has 1,500 gold. It's kind of legit. I would rather her stay, though, because I did ping on the way, and I'm super fed here. So I think, honestly, the better play, like, yeah, objectively speaking, is for her to stay and then move over. But if she's going to recall, I can't really control that 100%. So if she is going to base, now my invade, I'm thinking, can I really do it here? Can I really do it? And I think I can, just because the Ari is back in on the map quick. And the Talon, if he's here, he's just really started this, yes? So the timing here was better, guys. So if the red buff was up right now, and he was hitting it, I probably wouldn't go in here. Because it's going to be like kind of just a full flip for the smite. But because the red buff hasn't even spawned right, I still have time here. You can see where I was. I have time here to hit this guy and isolate him as Shaq. So we go in. I don't queue over because he could be in the brush and it makes it really awkward. So if you're ever playing Shaco here, it's probably later in a game. Level 2, like the level 1-2 invade, you would just queue over, right? But later in a game, you've got to be a little bit careful about face-checking Talons and stuff. Because again, if you face-check a Talon, Kha'Zix, Rengar, you might just have to use your ultimate straight away. And you're not really using your R to kill someone, right? So, if you can just run in and save your Q and R, always the most important spells, then you'll be chilling, right? Notice as well how I put a box down like kind of on the camp or where he was. Bit of protection. So if he does fight me, my box might proc. He gets feared, I get in 2 backstabs with Hail of Blades guaranteed. And we just win, right? And we still win this, yeah? So I space his W, and then I Q in. Even if he gets red here, it's not really the point. I don't even have smite, right? But I don't care about this. I want to hit this guy and put pressure on him. We get his ultimate out of him, and that means for the next, what, 100 seconds? Because he doesn't have cooldown. So for the next 100 seconds, Talon's ultimate cooldown, he can't do anything. And I've got my ultimate. I just run the map here, yeah? Pretty standard. That guy, I don't know what he's doing, but he gets caught. And here we just go back to our Gromp. I think I might have had... No, I didn't have Collector here, sorry. But in terms of killing his bot lane, you might be like, oh, Eagz, why not go mid? Why not kill his bot lane here and like 4v2 them, 3v2 them, or 4v3, whatever it would be, right? If Ari and Braum came down. Ari just used her ultimate, so did Braum. So to be honest, even though it's a 3v4 or 4v3 for us, it's not that conclusive because we use big spells mid. So I don't just think about, you know, oh, we've got a 4v3, we win. Yeah, but we don't have Ari ultimate and we don't have Braum ultimate. If we had those things, of course we win. So it's important to think about like the makeup of champions, you know? Ultimates, summoner spells, HPs, mana, items, stuff like that. It's not just about numbers. So yeah, I just make again what I think is the 100% play, which is to do Gromp. We recall, we get a pickaxe, and we run topside. Why did we recall? Even though we would get to our Raptors quicker by staying on the map. Pickaxe, honestly, like, we don't really lose much time at all by basing and running here compared to running there from here. Or here from there, whatever it is. So, yeah, I just recalled, got a pickaxe, why not? 25 AD is still, like, beneficial. And, yeah, I was looking for a play over here, right? Because I've literally got no camps, and I know this Talon, guys, after I hit him on his red buff, he went Raptors to red. So I know that after hitting him on red buff, he had Krugs, and then he ran through here, right, and showed on vision. So after all this is dissipated, like that play, I know he's going to be the same as me here, topside. So that's why I'm looking for a play over here, right? Whether it's running in and boxing here, waiting for him to do Gromp. Maybe I'll run all the way around and box, because then it would give me vision on Gromp. Anything like that, right? But unfortunately, this is warded. So we clear it, and we just run out. Nice and easy. Don't risk anything. Also, this crab was spawning like 14, 15 seconds, by the way. So we're really fighting for this crab here. And you can see how I run in the brush, take my time. Let the Ari run in first. She has charm, right? I don't want to, again, I don't want to use my ultimate here, bro. If the Talon jumps on me, I've got to use my R. Or maybe not. I could Q away. But still, like, I'm just losing HP for fun. So I can just take it easy. Let Ari do the work, right? We hit the crab, we get the crab hit. Think about what Talon's going to do now in response. Rift Herald is also up in 5 seconds, by the way. So lots of people here would get baited by Rift Herald. And I say bait because you're losing something. What are you losing if you do Rift Herald here? I'm losing these 2 camps, maybe all 3. Gromp might spawn around, it might be attached. No, I just killed it. But still, blue walls and also my bot lane in this tower. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot I'm trading for Rift Herald here, man. So I'm like, nah. And I was even thinking of Raptors here. And you're going to see me run through mid. Silas sees me, though. So when Silas is over here, it becomes a bit annoying now, right? Silas is over here kind of protecting the Talon if I run in. We still hard win 2v2. So maybe I could go for it. But now, because they know I'm here, right, it's difficult to execute that play. So if they didn't see me, of course, I would just run in, Q over like that. Box the brush, hit Talon. But because they see me, we just make the 100% play. We do blue, we do walls, and I think I recall here for Collector. And we ping on the way to Rift Herald, right? There's Talon showing bot. Now, guys, you're going to have to forgive me for this tower dive. I didn't realize that Garen was the unkillable Demon King with this shit. So this tower dive looks quite interesting. We don't get any kills. And we use ultimate and ignite. I mean, I guess he's kind of low, but yeah, I learned something there. This item, you just can't kill anything. So, we chill. Silas, don't know what he's doing. I should hold Q there for a little bit longer, but still it's all good. Just pick up a free kill. Don't know what he's doing, but yeah, we just kill him nice and easy. They Lulu lose the game, but it's still not the end of the game here, right? Because we didn't know if Lulu was going to go AFK, so I'll go through the next like couple of minutes of this. So we do Rift Herald. What do you guys think I do after Rift Herald here? Let's have a look at the gold. 500 gold. I've got no gold, so why would I base? Yeah, exactly. Why would I base? We stay on the map. So after Rift, we do Krugs. I thought, by the way, Talon here was potentially doing drag, but he wasn't. As Brom elucidates, so here I know that, hang on a second, this guy didn't do drag. Therefore, we've got potentially 3rd drag here. It's really first, because it's the first mountain dragon. Don't, like, overreact to the 3rd drag that much. But still, it's nice for us, right? And it gets us really close to Soul. Like, next dragon, goodness me, like, that's GG. And I'm so far ahead, that would be GG. So yeah, that's just what my brain is thinking here, right? Krugs, red, into Raptors. And we go down. Walls don't matter. Crab doesn't matter, even if it was there for me to hit. And we do the drag. What do you guys think I do after drag? Thankfully here, my mid laner, Ari, who's really fed in this game and doing well, is bot lane. And if you guys look in bot lane for me, I just got Rift Herald, so good. That tower, yeah? That tower is very accessible for us because it is the furthest thing, or tower, sorry, on the enemy side. That's closest to a nexus, so it's easier to attain, yes? So, after this, we go bot. And here I'm just like waiting around for Talon because he might be waiting in the wings here, yeah? So I was a little bit, oh, you know, Talon could be here and stuff. You see me pinging as well. So I'm just taking my time here. I'm just taking my time, that's it. And I'm going to go in, clear the ward, put a box over the wall. Gives me vision in this area. If I just clear the ward in the brush, I can't see like over the wall, right? So the box opens up that vision for me so I know if I'm going to get jumped on. And we clear the ward, drop Rift Herald, and just sit next to Ari here, just make sure it happens. Talon's here, we E, we check, like, and this is also important, right? Like against a champion like Talon, if you Q in and then backstab, and you will get half his HP, but the issue is like you have to press R straight away. So here I just E him, right? And then click back. And look at him, what can he do? He's homeless, right? But if I Q in, it's actually not too bad for him, even though I can still do a lot of damage, of course, but I might waste my ultimate and not get a kill. I might waste my ignite and not get a kill. There is still a chance he escapes that combo, yeah? Like a full assassination combo by me. So that's why I just E him there, because again, I don't want to use my R or ignite and not get a kill out of it. I need to make sure it's 100%. So if that was a champion like... Who's a jungler who couldn't really escape that? Maybe Viego. Even though he can ult away, I would have much more confidence because he doesn't have an insta-invis like Kha'Zix's Talon and stuff. Evelyn can ult away instantly. Echo can press R instantly, right? So those champions you have to be a little more careful with using your like ultimate and ignite with. Or on, sorry. And yeah, here we just take our time, right? I Q in and get Hail of Blades here, by the way. So if you see this, Quite loud, isn't it? Sorry about that. So we just hit the tower. And when the Silas has his back to me there, I Q in, ignite, and I think that might have just been a normal attack, unfortunately. If he didn't turn around, it would have been a backstab. But all I wanted to do here was Q, auto attack with an ignite. If the auto attack's a backstab, great, but my clone has Hail of Blades, so we ult with our cursor out here. That's the real me. I have a Talon passive stack as well. The clone never does. And we run off, and my collector, I think that would have been collector, finishes off the Silas. Also really nice, by the way, about collector. When you play Shaco, you will get so many kills from boxes and ignites when you wouldn't have done anyway. And to be honest, this does the most damage out of any second item. That's just like how I feel about it, so yeah. So yeah, that was collector as well, because I got 25 gold. And it helps you snowball towards Infinity Edge. Like, this is, bro, when you play like this and you get fed, there is no better build, okay? Anyway. And because the clone has Hail of Blades, just watch the clone for me on the Talon here. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's like a machine gun, bro. And yeah, something good happens, right? We kill the Silas, Talon is 1 HP, and we get the tower. And yeah, that's basically it. After this, it's kind of like a sequential win. They do have an AFK, unfortunately, but this would have happened anyway. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this video is useful. If it was, leave a like. Any comments, any questions about it, obviously leaving them in the comment section. I am also going to tell you guys to join that Discord and project that I'm working on, the Don't Be Sheep project. Daily quizzes, jungle manuals, tier lists, all that stuff, and so much more to come. Yeah, I've been working hard recently, so you guys will see the finished product soon, and you will enjoy it. So join that Discord, and yeah, speaking of, don't be shy.